The first step is to sign up for Hostinger, and because you're following along with this video, you're getting an exclusive 10% off any plan on top of their current promo pricing. So it's the best deal available anywhere. To claim that exclusive discount, just go to this link on screen right here, or click the first link down in the video description. Once you go to that link, you'll be brought to this page right here. And once you're here on this page, go ahead and click on Start Now. And that's going to bring you down to the plan options. And then here you're going to see 3 plans. On the left, you have the premium plan. This is the most affordable option, so if you're just looking to build one simple website, this plan has almost everything you need. In the middle, you have the unlimited plan. And this is the one that I'd recommend for most people, because for just a little more, you get faster storage, daily backups, and the room to add as many websites as you want down the road. And on the right, you have the cloud startup plan. This is really built for larger, high-traffic sites, so it's a bit more than we need when we're just starting out. For this tutorial, I'll be going with the unlimited plan. So right here, I'll go ahead and click on Choose Plan. Now on this page here, the first thing that we'll do is choose our billing period. By default, this will be set to 48 months, which is a pretty long-term commitment. But you can change this to 24 months, 12-month, and 1-month plans as well. At a minimum, I'd recommend going with the 12-month option. I recommend this because you still get plenty of savings and a free domain for the first year. Scrolling down here, you can secure your domain name. In my case here, I'll type calebfrommedicsmedia.com. And as you can see here, this is going to be $0 for the first year. I'll click on this to claim it. And you can also change your billing period for your domain as well. So for example, I'll change this from 2 years to 1 year. And as it says right here, it's going to be $0 for the first year, and it's going to renew at $19.99 per year after that. Scrolling back up here, you're able to review your order on the right. And don't forget to get this 10% off discount, use the first link down in the video description. Once you're ready to move on, just go down and click Continue. Now on this page here, you'll need to register for your Hostinger account. Once you're done, go down and click on Register. Once you arrive to this page here, go ahead and fill out your billing address and your payment information, and once you're done with that, I'll meet you at the next step. Then after you go through the checkout process, you'll be brought into Hostinger's onboarding. The first thing to do here is click on Create a new site. From here, click WordPress, then go down and click Next. And right here, your domain name should appear. I'll go ahead and click on mine. Then go down and click Next. Right here, you'll need to confirm your domain name owner details. Just make sure all the information on this screen is correct and accurate to you. Once you've reviewed the information here, go down and click Register. Now Hostinger will register your domain. Next, you'll have the option to choose your data center. I'd recommend just going with the default option here because it usually has the best latency for you. Once you're done, go down and click on Next. And then here you have the option to create your WordPress admin account. Automatically, it's just going to use the information for your Hostinger account. So the email and password that you created a moment ago should be the same here. You can change this if you want to, but in my case, I'll just leave it how it is. Now here, let's go down and click on Build from Scratch. Let's go ahead and give this a few moments to complete, and once it's done, I'll meet you at the next step. And after everything is done installing with WordPress, you'll be brought into your WordPress dashboard. The first thing you'll notice here is that your domain may be pending email verification. To fix this, just go to the email that you used to sign up with, and you should see an email there from Hostinger. That email should look something like this. It'll say confirm email for your domain. All you have to do here is just go down and click on verify email. And then you'll see that your email has been verified. And after that, just switch back over to your WordPress dashboard, refresh, and it'll say that your domain is active. Okay, and with that done, here's where we currently are. Your hosting is set up, your domain is registered, and WordPress is installed and connected. Now let's head into WordPress, set up your dashboard, and add a theme. One thing to notice here is that we're actually within our Hostinger dashboard within WordPress. To access your main WordPress dashboard, go down here on the left and click Dashboard. and this will bring you to your primary WordPress dashboard. By default, you'll see a lot of stuff on the screen here. To clean this up, just scroll up to the top, go to the top right, and find Screen Options. Click in, and from here, you can toggle on and off whatever elements you want on the screen. In my case, I'll toggle on Site Health Status, and I'll click on Screen Options again, and I'll close out of this banner. And this dashboard and all these tabs here on the left are basically the home base for your entire website. It's where you'll come to make changes, add pages, or install something new. Now, the next step is to give your site a theme. A theme is the foundation of how your whole site looks. It controls stuff like your fonts, colors, and the overall layout. We'll be using a free theme called Astra. To install that theme, go to the left-hand side here and hover over Appearance. Then click Themes. Let's go down and click Add Theme. In the top right, let's go ahead and search for Astra. And you're looking for this theme right here. Click Install. Then click Activate. Then we'll close out of this banner here. And you'll see that your new active theme is Astra. And there we go. Your theme is officially set. And that's the foundation for how your whole site looks. Next up, let's add a template. To begin that process, let's go over to the left here and click on Plugins. And here in this page, you'll see some pre-installed plugins from Hostinger. So to start fresh on your new website, I would actually recommend deactivating and deleting these pre-installed plugins. To do that, let's go to the top here and click on this checkbox. Click into Bulk Actions, then click Deactivate, and click Apply. After that, let's go down and click the checkbox again. Click into Bulk Actions, then click Delete, and Apply. And now with that, we have a nice clean starting point for our plugins. Now from here, let's go back over to the left and click Add Plugin. And now here, let's go ahead and search for Starter Templates. Scroll down, and you'll see this plugin here. Once you find it, click Install Now. Then click Activate. Underneath Starter Templates, click Get Started. And the first thing we'll do here is go to the top right, and we'll click in right here. And we're looking for Elementor. In some cases, you may not actually have access to the Elementor page builder. So if this is happening to you, let me quickly show you how to fix it. Let's scroll down and click Exit to Dashboard. Then in the bottom left, click Settings. On this page here, just scroll all the way down, and you'll see this option here that says Disable Elementor Page Builder Templates and Starter Templates. If this is checked on, make sure it's turned off. With that turned off, click Save Changes. And now you'll have access to the Elementor page builder that we need to build our website. From here, click Plugins, click Get Started, go back over to the top right, and click Elementor. All right, so now that we have Elementor set as our page builder, this is where the fun really starts, because we get to pick our template. A template is basically a ready-made design for your website. So instead of starting from a completely blank page, you get a professional layout that you can customize and make your own. So you can think of your template basically like a starting point for your website. To find a template, you have a few different options. You can search for a specific one here at the top, and they also have these pre-made categories here. So if you're building a specific kind of website, they may have a template that's perfect for you here. And you can also just scroll through the homepage here and see if any of the templates stand out to you. I also want to quickly mention here that any templates that have this premium tag in the top right, you'll have to pay to use these. But if you see a template like this that doesn't have the premium tag in the top right, this template is totally free to use. Once you find the template that you like, go ahead and click on it. And on the right side here, you can scroll through and actually check out how the template looks. You can check out all the different sections. And for most templates, if you scroll up to the top and you click on this menu icon right here, you can actually go through and check out the other pages as well. I like the look of this template, so I'll go with this one here. On the left side here, you have some more options like uploading your logo, which we'll do a little bit later. You can also change out the font pairing here. And you also have an option to change the color palette. Once you've made your selections, go down and click Continue. And here you can select the features that you want on your website. At a minimum, you just need the page builder and contact form. So everything else you see here is totally optional. In my case, I'll toggle off the SEO and search visibility, scroll down, and click Continue. From here, click Skip and Start Building. And now Starter Templates will begin building your website. This process takes a few moments to complete, so I'll fast forward and meet you at the next step. And then once it's done, go ahead and click on View Your Website. And after you click on that, you'll be brought to your website for the first time. And there it is. Your website is online for the very first time.